What if everything you've been told about success is a lie? We're bombarded with the idea that to be successful, you need to make it big before you hit 30 or 40 at the latest. But let me ask you this, what if that timeline is nothing more than a societal construct designed to make you feel like you're running out of time? The truth is, the clock isn't ticking down on your success, it's just getting started. Imagine for a moment that talent isn't the be-all and end-all we've been led to believe it is. What if the real secret to success isn't in how gifted you are, but in how relentless you are? The ability to persist, to keep pushing forward even when everyone else has given up, might just be the most underrated yet powerful trait you can cultivate. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Success is often hidden in the very thing we're taught to avoid, failure. That's right. While the world tells you to fear failure, to see it as a sign of weakness, the most successful people embrace it. They understand that within every failure lies the seed of their next great victory. But we're not stopping there. What if I told you that the key to long-term success isn't in the big, flashy wins, but in the small, quick victories you can achieve today? These aren't just feel-good moments, they're the building blocks of momentum, the sparks that keep your fire burning, propelling you toward your bigger goals. And finally, let's talk about the one trait that can unlock success at any age: curiosity. It's not just a childhood whim, it's a powerful tool that drives innovation, fuels adaptability, and keeps you on the cutting edge. By staying curious, you keep evolving, growing, and moving closer to the success that's waiting for you, whether you're 26, 46, or 66. In the next few minutes, we're going to challenge everything you think you know about success. We'll explore why age is just a number, why talent isn't everything, why failure is your greatest teacher, and how small wins and curiosity can change the game for you, right now. Ready to unlock the secrets that could redefine your entire approach to success? Let's dive in. What if I told you that the idea of achieving success before the age of 46 is a myth? Society bombards us with the notion that success must come early. You see it in the tech moguls under 30, the billionaires under 40 lists, and the constant pressure to make it while you're still young. But here's the uncomfortable truth: this obsession with youth is nothing more than a distraction. It's a way to make you feel like you're running out of time, that your worth diminishes as you age. But let's flip the script. Let's challenge this belief that has held so many of us captive. What if I told you that success isn't tied to age at all? In fact, the real power might come from the experience, wisdom, and clarity that only years can bring. When you break free from the myth that success has an expiration date, you begin to see that the timeline imposed by society is completely arbitrary. Many of the world's most influential people didn't find their stride until well after 46. Think of Vera Wang, who entered the fashion industry at 40. Or Colonel Sanders, who founded KFC at 65. Success is not a race against the clock. It's not about hitting a certain milestone before a specific age. It's about understanding your own journey and realizing that you are exactly where you need to be right now. The truth is, age can be your greatest asset, not your limitation. So, instead of focusing on beating the clock, ask yourself, what unique strengths and experiences can I leverage right now? How can I redefine success on my own terms? Because once you free yourself from the shackles of arbitrary deadlines, the possibilities are limitless. Remember, the only real deadline is the one you set for yourself. Let me tell you something that goes against everything you might have been told: talent is overrated. Yes, you heard that right. We've all been led to believe that the key to success lies in some innate ability, some natural-born gift that sets the greats apart from the rest of us. But what if I told you that this belief is not only misleading, but it also undermines the true driving force behind success: persistence? Here's the reality: talent alone is not enough. In fact, it's persistence that shapes success more than anything else. Think about it. How many times have you seen incredibly talented individuals fall short because they lacked the discipline to keep going when things got tough? And how often have you witnessed those with seemingly average abilities achieve extraordinary success simply because they refuse to give up? Persistence is the secret weapon that allows ordinary people to achieve extraordinary things. It's not about how quickly you master a skill or how naturally something comes to you. It's about how much you're willing to struggle, to endure, to push through the countless obstacles that stand between you and your goals. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, even when the results seem far off. The truth is, persistence can outshine talent any day of the week. History is filled with examples of people who weren't the most gifted but became the most successful because they simply didn't quit. Think of Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His success wasn't because he was a genius inventor from birth, but because he had the persistence to keep trying. So, if you're sitting there thinking that you're not talented enough, that you don't have what it takes, I'm here to tell you that it doesn't matter. What matters is your willingness to keep going, to learn from your failures, and to use each setback as a stepping stone to your eventual success. This isn't just a pep talk, it's a mindset shift. It's about believing in the power of persistence over talent, about understanding that the only thing standing between you and your success is your own willingness to keep moving forward. So, let go of the myth that you need to be the most talented person in the room. Instead, focus on being the most persistent. Because in the end, it's persistence that will get you to the top. Here's a surprising truth that might flip your understanding of success: failure is not your enemy. In fact, it's your greatest ally. We live in a world that celebrates success and shames failure. But what if I told you that this perspective is not only misguided, but actually hinders your ability to achieve true success? The secret lies in a simple, counterintuitive truth: success is born from failure. Let's break this down. From an early age, we're conditioned to fear failure. It's painted as something to avoid at all costs, a dark mark on your record that suggests inadequacy or lack of ability. We internalize this fear, leading to a mindset that avoids risk, shuns challenges, and clings to the safety of the known. But here's the paradox: by avoiding failure, you're also avoiding the very experiences that will teach you, shape you, and ultimately lead you to success. Consider this: failure is the most effective teacher you will ever have. When you fail, you are given an invaluable opportunity to gain insights you wouldn't have found through success alone. Success often comes with a sense of complacency, a feeling that you've made it. Failure, on the other hand, is a harsh but honest mentor. It forces you to confront your weaknesses, to reassess your strategies, and to adapt. Failure doesn't just teach you what doesn't work, it reveals new paths, new approaches, and often, the very breakthroughs that lead to your biggest victories. Think about the most successful people in history. They didn't just encounter failure, they embraced it. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He didn't just stumble upon the invention of the light bulb, he failed over 1,000 times before finding the right formula. But each of those failures wasn't a step back, it was a step forward, bringing him closer to the solution. Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His success was not in avoiding failure, but in persisting through it. But it's not just about persistence, it's about understanding the role failure plays in growth. Failure is a refining process. It strips away the excess, the unnecessary, the flawed. It exposes the core of your endeavor, leaving you with only what is essential. When you fail, you are forced to confront reality, to see things as they truly are rather than as you wish them to be. This clarity is a powerful tool, one that can guide you to recalibrate, innovate, and ultimately, succeed. This is why so many entrepreneurs, innovators, and leaders wear their failures like badges of honor. They understand that failure is not a setback, but a setup for a comeback. It's in those moments of defeat that they learn the most, grow the most, and prepare themselves for the victories that lie ahead. Failure builds resilience, sharpens your focus, and makes you tougher, smarter, and more capable. It's not something to be feared, it's something to be welcomed. Now, let's reframe your relationship with failure. Imagine if you saw failure not as a dead end, but as a detour, a necessary part of your journey that brings you closer to your destination. Think about how much more willing you'd be to take risks, to push boundaries, and to pursue your goals with relentless determination. You wouldn't fear failure, you'd see it as an integral part of your success story. This mindset shift isn't just about embracing failure, it's about recognizing that the path to success is paved with failures. The most successful people are not those who never failed, but those who failed repeatedly and learned from each stumble. They understand that each failure brings them closer to their goal, not further from it. So, the next time you encounter failure, don't shrink back in defeat. Instead, lean into it. Analyze it. Learn from it. Ask yourself, what did this failure teach me? How can I use this lesson to improve? How can this experience bring me one step closer to my success? Because the truth is, success is not the absence of failure. It's the accumulation of lessons learned from failure, applied with perseverance and determination. It's about transforming each setback into a setup for your ultimate triumph. The road to success is not a straight line, it's a winding path full of failures, each one bringing you closer to your destination. In the end, the only real failure is the failure to try. Every other failure is simply a stepping stone on the path to success. So, don't run from failure, embrace it. Use it. And let it propel you to heights you never thought possible. Because the seeds of your greatest success are often sown in the soil of your biggest failures. Before continuing, I invite you to click on the first comment, it will help you a lot. Let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention, the power of immediate wins. You've probably heard that success is a long game, that it takes years of hard work and perseverance. While that's true, it's also true that focusing only on the distant future can be overwhelming. What if I told you that the key to staying motivated, to keeping that fire burning, lies in achieving quick, small wins that propel you forward? These quick rewards are the fuel that keeps your engine running, giving you the momentum to reach your bigger goals. Here's the thing, our brains are wired to crave immediate gratification. It's why diets often fail, why gym memberships go unused after January, and why long-term goals sometimes feel impossible to achieve. But what if you could harness this natural desire for quick rewards in a way that supports your long-term success? That's where the power of immediate wins comes in. Think about it like this, every small victory you achieve releases a burst of dopamine, the feel-good chemical in your brain. This dopamine rush isn't just a fleeting moment of happiness, it's a powerful motivator that encourages you to keep going. When you set yourself up for these small wins, you're essentially giving your brain the boost it needs to stay committed to the bigger picture. Imagine starting your day with a task that you can complete in under 15 minutes. It might be something as simple as organizing your desk, responding to an important email, or making that phone call you've been putting off. When you complete this task, you get an immediate sense of accomplishment. This isn't just about crossing something off your to-do list, it's about creating a positive feedback loop. Each small win builds on the last, creating a snowball effect that drives you towards bigger and more significant achievements. But here's where it gets really interesting, these small wins aren't just about boosting your mood. They also build confidence. When you see yourself making progress, even in small ways, it reinforces your belief that you can achieve your larger goals. It's a psychological shift that turns, "I think I can," into, "I know I can." And this confidence is crucial, especially when you hit those inevitable bumps in the road. This approach isn't just for personal goals, it's equally powerful in professional settings. Successful companies often use quick wins to maintain momentum during long projects. By breaking down a massive project into smaller, manageable tasks, teams can celebrate each completed step, keeping morale high and motivation strong. This strategy not only helps in reaching the final goal, but also ensures that the journey is as rewarding as the destination. Now, let's get practical. How can you start integrating quick wins into your daily routine? Begin by identifying a few tasks that you can complete quickly and easily. These shouldn't be monumental undertakings, just small, actionable items that move you closer to your larger goals. As you accomplish each one, take a moment to acknowledge your success. Celebrate it, even if it's just a small fist pump or a quick mental note. These celebrations, however minor they may seem, reinforce the positive behavior and make you more likely to continue pursuing your goals. But don't stop there. Use these quick wins as stepping stones. Let each one build on the last, gradually increasing the difficulty and importance of the tasks you take on. This not only keeps you motivated, but also helps you develop the skills and confidence needed for tackling more significant challenges down the road. Over time, these small victories accumulate into substantial progress, bringing you closer to your long-term goals without the burnout that often comes from focusing solely on the finish line. Remember, success isn't just about the big, life-changing moments. It's also about the small, everyday victories that keep you moving forward. By focusing on quick rewards, you're not just satisfying your brain's craving for immediate gratification, you're also laying the groundwork for long-term success. So, start today. Identify a quick win you can achieve right now. It might seem small, but it's a crucial step in your journey. Because when you stack up enough small victories, they become the foundation of something much bigger, a life of success that builds with each passing day. Now, let's tap into something fundamental that can transform your life: curiosity. We often think of curiosity as a trait reserved for children, or maybe for the naturally inquisitive among us. But what if I told you that curiosity is the secret ingredient that can unlock success at any stage of your life, especially before you turn 46? It's not just about asking questions, it's about cultivating a mindset that constantly seeks out new knowledge, new skills, and new opportunities, regardless of your age or current situation. Curiosity is the spark that ignites innovation, the drive that pushes you to explore beyond your current limitations. When you're curious, you're not just passively accepting the world as it is, you're actively engaging with it, probing deeper, and discovering hidden opportunities that others might overlook. This mindset is crucial because it keeps you from becoming stagnant. It prevents you from settling into complacency and challenges you to keep growing, evolving, and improving. Consider how curiosity can transform the way you approach your career or personal goals. Instead of viewing your work as a series of tasks to be completed, imagine approaching each task with a question: how can I do this better? What can I learn from this? What new method or tool can I use to improve my efficiency or creativity? This approach doesn't just make your work more interesting, it also makes you more valuable. The more curious you are, the more knowledge and skills you acquire, and the more you set yourself apart from others. Curiosity also plays a critical role in adaptability, a key factor in achieving success at any age. In a world that's constantly changing, those who thrive are the ones who can adapt to new circumstances, technologies, and challenges. Curiosity drives this adaptability because it makes you open to learning new things, even when they seem daunting. It turns obstacles into opportunities for growth. Let's look at some real-world examples. Think of Steve Jobs, who didn't simply accept the status quo of technology but constantly asked, "What if?" This curiosity led to innovations that have changed the world. Or consider Julia Child, who didn't start cooking until her late 30s and didn't become a household name until she was in her 50s. Her relentless curiosity about French cuisine led her to become one of the most beloved chefs of all time. The beauty of curiosity is that it's not confined to any one area of your life. It can enhance your career, improve your relationships, and even help you find new hobbies and passions that bring you joy. It's a mindset that can be applied to anything and everything, making your entire life richer and more fulfilling. But how do you cultivate curiosity, especially if you feel like you've lost touch with it? Start by asking more questions of yourself, of others, of the world around you. When you encounter something unfamiliar, instead of shying away from it, dive in. Read books on topics you know nothing about. Take up a new hobby that challenges you in ways you've never been challenged before. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to think differently, who introduce you to new ideas and perspectives. Another powerful way to fuel your curiosity is through travel and new experiences. Stepping outside of your comfort zone, whether it's visiting a new country or trying a new type of food, can reignite your sense of wonder and curiosity about the world. These experiences broaden your horizons, giving you new ideas and insights that can lead to breakthroughs in your personal and professional life. Curiosity also helps you stay resilient in the face of failure. When you approach setbacks with a curious mind, asking, "What went wrong? What can I learn from this?" instead of, "Why did this happen to me?" you turn failures into learning experiences. This mindset not only makes you more resilient, but also ensures that you're always moving forward, no matter what obstacles you encounter. As you cultivate curiosity, you'll find that it's not just about seeking out new information or experiences, it's about fostering a lifelong love of learning. This love of learning is what keeps you engaged with life, constantly evolving, and ultimately, achieving success at any age. So, if you want to achieve success before 46, or at any age, start with curiosity. Let it drive you to explore, to learn, to grow. Because when you're curious, the world is full of possibilities, and success is simply the natural outcome of a life lived in pursuit of knowledge and experience. Unlock the secrets of success by staying curious, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined.